So this is the map and those are the tablets. Wish me good luck. I know, man. I have I have a bad feeling about this build. I don't think we're gonna have enough damage. Holy! Yo! Die! Maybe I shouldn't take Mind over Matter because my mana is clearly suffering here. And I keep getting stuck between those walls. Am I doing something wrong? Or? I am very curious to see how my single target damage is gonna be like. Oh, that's a bad sign. I almost died there. Okay, let's see how we're doing against the boss. Decent, decent. And you know the drill, it wouldn't be a proper showcase if we didn't fight one of the arbiters. But first I just wanted to show you guys that I almost broke bank in order to buy those 3 fragments. I only have 3 divines left right now. 3 divines left. Personally, I find the Arbiter of Ash a little bit harder than the Arbiter of Divinity. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what other people think. Okay, we're doing... Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this circle? What is this circle? Ah, okay. That scared me. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where is this guy? I don't have mana! That was close. Can I kill it already? Finally! I shed my pants there. Nothing? Oh, nice. Please be a good roll as well. Bam! 52, not bad. Hello, hello, another day, another build, and today I'm, by the way, if the camera seems a bit tilted, I believe that's probably because it is. uh, I'm looking at it right now and it looks a bit tilted, yeah. But I'm too lazy to fix it, so you guys have to deal with it. Anyways, today I'm bringing you basically a copy of Lily's Snipe Gemling Quality Stacker Perfect Timing build. I don't know if it has a proper name, but that's what it is, right? Even though I took a slightly different approach than she did, for once I'm using uniques only. It doesn't change the fact that I have probably copied around 85% of her build, if not 90. So therefore, credit should go to Lily. So therefore, I will also link her channel in the description of the video afterwards. But yeah, enough yapping around. Let's jump into the gear. I am going to try to be quick about it just because I am extremely hungry right now. I haven't eaten anything in 3 days. Today is the third day. Basically, once in a while, once every 2 months or something like that, I'm doing a 3 days fasting. And yeah, I cannot wait to go cook something and then to eat. So for the weapon, we have a quill rain. And there is a major reason behind this weapon, and that's the increased attack speed because we're trying to attack as fast as possible, as you can see. For the helmet, I'm using a Alpha Soul, and then again, two reasons. One is the 70% cold resistance, which is very helpful. And the second one is, and the most important one as well, is the 100 spirit. We needed quite a bit of spirit for this build to work. You know, we needed to take Eternal Rage, Cast on Dodge, Combat Frenzy, Charge Regulation, and we also took Arctic Armor for a little bit more survivability. So that's quite a lot of spirit. I have also anointed it with Paragon for even more quality. Now for the body armor, I chose to go with the Lore Weave, and of course the main reason is the 7% quality of all skills. Anything else is secondary. I tried of course to find stats here that are beneficial for my build, and there are not many stats that are beneficial for my build, and stuff like you cannot be frozen or stuff like onslaught on kill are extremely expensive right now, probably because of some video that Dead Rabbit made recently. And you know how it goes. Whenever a streamer uses an item, that item goes up in price like crazy for a while. So I didn't want to spend, 300 divines for a low whip. I bought this one for like 40 or 60, either 40, either 60. I forgot. The extra damage as chaos doesn't do a lot for my build, but any extra damage is good in general. So yes, that's why I went with it. In my offhand, I went with the Kadigo's Gambit, probably the best unique quiver right now. And the main objective was to find one with increased damage. For the ring, I'm using a Zeda's Longevity, and of course, the main reason is the fact that I can socket in a jewel. This is the jewel that I'm using. Jewels are extremely powerful this league, so I want to take advantage of that. I bought this ring already corrupted with 5% of all elemental resistances, and then I double corrupted it myself and I got increased damage, and that was the ideal outcome, of course. And yeah, very happy with this ring. It also gives us a little bit more attributes and rarity, which is great. For the amulet, I chose to go with the Eventide Petals. I used this amulet before, it is pretty powerful. Another good candidate was Serpent's Egg for the charges, but in the end I went with the Eventide Petals, mostly because of the skill, Midnight Zenith. But you also get some other benefits, like for example, critical hit chance, or for example, the 2 levels to all cold skills. And in case you didn't know, Snipe is a cold skill, for example. And in case you are trying to get one as well, make sure that this is a 3, not a -3. My understanding is that you want as much increased maximum life for the crystals as possible. And this amulet is kind of synergistic, not a lot, but a little bit with Lore Weave, because as you probably know, we are usually capped at 75% elemental resistances. But because of this Lore Weave, we are now capped at 80%. So yeah, because of that, we are managing to squeeze in 3% more, 3% increased maximum life, right? Which it isn't much by any means, but I thought it's pretty cool, so that's why I mention it. For the gloves, I chose to go with the Maligaros, and again with a jewel socket because jewels are extremely powerful this league. And the main reason behind this decision was the 250% critical damage bonus, which allows me to not focus on critical damage bonus and instead focus on other stats like critical hit chance, attack speed, and attack speed with bows. As you can see here, just because this build needs a lot of attack speed, of course. And I also wanted a break armor corruption, and I got it. So yeah, I am very happy with those gloves. For the boots, I chose to go with the Decree of Light, and the main reason is the 30% faster dodge roll because we are also using cast on dodge on this build. And lastly, for the belt, charms, and flasks, I am using a Mage Blood with Bismuth, Quicksilver, and Double Jade. Bismuth to cap my resistances, Quicksilver for the movement speed, and Double Jade for some more survivability. I'm using a Opportunity Flask, and the main reason is the 111% longer perfect timing window. I'm using a Lavianga Spirit as my mana flask for the passive mana regen because I want to be lazy and I don't want to press my mana flask. And I'm using the same charms as always. This one for stun, this one for freeze, and a spirit of the rite of passage with the spirit of the cat, mostly because of the 100% increased critical hit chance, but also because of some other goodies like movement speed and skill speed and evasion rating, right? Now let me quickly show you the stats. I'm a level 97 Gemling. As you can see, we have quite a bit of attributes. We only have 200 spirit, which is not a lot, but it is enough to take everything that I wanted to take. We are pretty squishy, only 1700 alive and 800 energy shield. That's why I also took Mind Over Matter. But I am debating whether I should keep it or take it, just because not being able to attack sometimes when my mana is empty is a pain in the ass. We're doing pretty all right here. I'm at 64% armor, which is pretty good. At 68, when charge regulation procs, 52% increased evasion, pardon me, evasion, not increased. Our resistances are capped at 80%. We don't have any chaos resistance, which is pretty bad, but I don't care much about it anyways. Fuck it. Fuck it. My movement speed is at 78%, which is, could be better, but definitely not bad. And my rarity is at 52, I believe, because of the log weave. Yeah, 52%. As for the skills, I'm going to quickly show you all the supports that I have in my skills, because I'm getting more and more hungry, and you don't want to see what happens when I get the maximum hungry. A little bit of a roleplay, but yeah, if you see me taking all those random supports, that's because I'm trying to balance those two numbers so I can get both the red and blue benefits from my gem studded. So we're starting with Midnight Zenith, Snipe, which is my main mapping skill, and bossing as well, together with Tornado Shot, Barrage, which I'm using basically only for bossing, charge regulation, which is extremely important for us because usually we are sitting at around, I believe, around 25% critical hit chance. But because of this charge regulation, or 35, I believe, something like that. But because of this charge regulation, as you can see, I'm sitting at 43% increased critical hit chance, which is usually pretty hard because the base critical hit chance of this arrow is 5%. So that's where charge regulation comes in. If you read what it does, it gives us 28% more critical hit chance, which is of course better than 28% increased critical hit chance. So that's why we get a lot of critical hit chance, because of this charge regulation. Arctic Armor, which was a personal choice because of the bonuses that it has from the additional quality. It gets 46% increased armor per stage. So that's a lot of increased armor. Eternal Rage for even more increased damage. Cast on Dodge, mostly because we are trying to cast those frost walls everywhere. Combat Frenzy, together with Resonance, so we can get the power charges when we pin, mostly. And I have pin 2 in my Snipe, if you didn't see it earlier. And lastly, Sniper Mark, which I am basically forgetting to use all the time. But yeah, I was broke enough that I didn't even have enough money to level up those two skills. So that's how poor I am right now. Now let's talk about the skills tree, even though there is not a lot to say here, just because, as always, I am trying to maximize the amount of jewel sockets that I can get, and I am getting all the jewel sockets just because jewels are broke in this league. Those are my jewels. Other than jewels, I am taking nodes that give me critical hit chance, like for example this one. This one is very important. I'm taking this one, and this one for the energy, for the meta skills energy, because cast on dodge is a meta skill. I'm taking efficient inscriptions because I had to, otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit in everything, right? I only have 5 spirits left. If I don't take this one, I wouldn't be able to take, for example, Arctic Armor. I'm taking Resonance so I can turn my Frenzy charges into power charges. mind over matter. Like I said, I'm debating whether or not should I keep it or not. A voices with 2 sockets. Oh, uh, I forgot to socket in something here. But yeah, basically that means that I can get even more powerful. And a Heart of the Whale with 2 damage as extra. Alright, that's it for the video. As always, I want to say that I'm doing those unique only challenges for fun. I am having fun playing them, and most importantly, I am having fun putting them together. So if you want to copy it, make sure that you know that this is not stronger than a regular build that uses rare items as well. And this is definitely not stronger than Lily's build, for example. Yeah, I believe that's everything that I wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and see you next time. I don't know when the next time is gonna be. That's because I'm broke right now. So I'm going to wait to sell something before I make my next video. And if I don't sell anything, well, see you. I don't know. See you. Okay, shut up. See you. Bye.